why? Why is that happening? What's with the play?
I think maybe there was new personnel coming in. I think maybe that takes just a second to get acquainted and accustomed to what we're doing. Some continuity in the pairs and the lines. That can help. I think overall just awareness, just keep hammering home what makes us successful. And then just to continue on that, like you can't let off of that either. You got to keep trying to do the same thing and playing the same way and being a little bit more responsible with our game. So goaltending's been good too. I think that always helps, but there's no question that things have quieted down a little bit.
The defensive structure that you guys are playing with, was there a change that you made through the neutral zone or anything or is it?
Well, we've changed it a couple times, but defense changes a little bit from game to game. Not everybody does the same thing offensively. So there's always changes. Sometimes there's changes in the forechecks based on how teams break out. I think there's always minor changes inside of it. For me, it's been just an awareness to how we need to play, and then from there, execution.
When you talk about facing belongs tonight, the way they work and how you have to bring that kind of energy coming off the trip tonight, the face a team like that.
You're spot on too. You should be a coach as well, both you guys. So I agree. I'm in agreement with what you're saying. It's important. They're hardworking. They're young. They're skilled. They're good off the rush. They're capable of scoring goals. They play with a lot of energy and a lot of juice, and so therefore we have to be ready for all of that, match it, better it, and pay attention to the details of the game.
At this point in the season, do you feel the game's getting bigger, especially playing a team like Columbus and Montreal tomorrow, who are both really the key to the playoff?
Yep. You should be a coach too. Big game, obviously, right? It doesn't take a lot to look and see, where we're at, and where we need to go, and who we need to go through. And you're right on point.
Is there something to the effect of your defense pairs being consistent now that it's quieted the game down a little bit too?
Well, that goes back to last year we found so much with consistency through the lineup but we were winning too, and it's hard to lose 4 out of 5 games and say, all right, we'll just keep going along. We're not going to change anything. We're not going to look at anything. And so there was movement. If we're winning and liking the way we're playing, then I think everything should just stay status quo. But you can't do that if you go through a rut where you win 3 games out of 18. You got to change things. You got to move it. You got to look for something different. Try to find a different way to find that win. If it's not working, you can't just leave it.
Talking to a few guys, even though you lost the games coming out of the break, the holiday break in Florida, they said they think it turned there.
I thought we played really well.
Right.
So I mean, we lost 3 or 4 games there that I thought we did enough to win. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter, right? It goes to the scoreboard. That's the person who gets. That's the team that gets the points. But we did talk about the way we were playing the game, and we liked what we were doing. There's a lot of games earlier in the year we didn't like it. We addressed it. But if you're watching it, you go back and watch it again, and you'll think that it's the right recipe for success, and you have to pound that home as well. And so there was a lot of games going that I thought we were doing the right things. We didn't get the results. I said that at the time, but it's a result-orientated business.
Right, and because you didn't get the results, it would be easy for guys to look at, are we doing the right thing, questioning it, but they didn't. Does that tell you something about where this group's mentality is at?
I think there's a general awareness of when we play the way we're supposed to and play well, and when we don't. And so I think that's a good thing when your team has that kind of awareness.
I mean, when at least you want to go full on that, but when you're getting the contributions from carrying that line, how much is that beneficial?
Well, they've played really well as of late. You mentioned Sam. Sam's played terrific as of late. He's not only doing a job defensively and physically, he's contributing offensively. Been a top contributor offensively lately. And that's great when you can get that balance from your lines. And it takes everybody.
Who's in that?
Shesty.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.